What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. In today's video, we're talking a little bit about investments to make during the 20th anniversary. And these are investments that not a lot of people think of. So hopefully some of you guys will be able to make some decent gold with this. Now, before we do that, though, big thank you for all the support on the 0 to 10 million gold guide. It's been absolutely amazing. And I'm so glad that you are finding the gold guide of value. This gold guide comes with a lifetime of free updates, as it is a digital guide. So every time there's a new patch or expansion, I can update the gold guide and send it directly to your email. It features all the best tactics and methods that I personally use in order to achieve hundreds of millions of gold. So if you think that sounds interesting, check it out with the link down below in the description. And don't forget to use the discount code STUDENT for 50% off. Now, whenever we talk about investments, I don't like to tell people directly to buy XYZ item and then they will make a lot of gold, because there's a lot of things that could change. And one of those things is if too many people invest into an item and they all want to drop it on the auction house at the same time, you could end up losing gold selling it at the wrong time. But I'm going to give you guys some ideas on what you can look out for. So one thing that is very interesting is the Timewalking Dungeons, right? Where we start out right now as I'm recording this video with the classic dungeons, and you have TBC, Wrath of Lich King, etc. Now, what a lot of people have noticed, and probably you too if you've been running this, is an insane amount of drops like happening in these dungeons. We're talking transmog items, collectibles, blues, epics, and green items. And a lot of those are very high in demand transmog items. So, for instance, if you look at Blade of Hannah from Sulfarak, usually a very expensive weapon. You can tell by some of the lower item level ones. But these went from like 350,000 gold and now down to, you can see, item level 367 from Timewalking down to 188,000 gold. So very, very big price difference on these items. And it's a similar thing with the Dead Mines, for instance. Dead Mines also has a lot of collectibles. So do some proper research on the items that's in the different dungeons you got going around right now in this pool of dungeons, and you can make a lot of gold. Now, you don't necessarily have to buy items on your own realm. Keep that in mind. You can make a lot of gold by simply just purchasing the items on a different realm. So you can use a website such as the Undermind Exchange, and you can view the prices on different realms. So instead of buying this for 188k, I could browse and see if I could get it for cheaper on a different realm. You can see somebody posted this 3 days ago on Moonglade for 40,000 gold, right? It's not currently up, but you'll be able to find items way cheaper and see that you're always getting the best price for these items. Another thing to keep in mind is materials, right? So right now, you'll see a big increase in quantity and a drop in price on something like righteous orbs. Now, I made a video about these not too long ago because they were really high in value, pushing almost 400 gold each. Now, boom, down to 100 gold each. And this is a material that's used, as you can see in the tooltip, for a shit ton of different items, including every single Terra tree craft. So, they obviously have a very high sell rate, these items. So that's also something you could consider. And it's going to be the same thing as we move into TBC. In TBC, well, what are we going to get? TBC dungeons can drop epic patterns and plans, like the Fellsteel Longblade, for instance, amongst other patterns and plans in the game. We're talking primals from certain dungeons, and the list goes on and on and on. So I would do a little bit of research, maybe even run the dungeons yourself and see, is there any material or any item of interest that should go down in supply as the Timewalking Dungeon is over, pretty much, is what I'm trying to say. So I think you can make a lot of good gold by getting into the items at the right time. But don't forget, if you're dealing with cosmetic items that doesn't go on the regional auction house, to use the website Undermind Exchange in order to make sure that you buy the cheapest items available, because you can just quite easily put gold into your war bank and take out the gold on whatever realm you want to buy the items on. So with that being said, that's pretty much it. Please let me know in the comment section down below if you do an investment like this and how much profit you make. I think it's always interesting to hear from the community what kind of sweet deals they've made. But that's it. So make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel for more videos like this. And don't forget to check out the 0 to 10 million gold guide. And I will see you all back in at tomorrow's video. But until then, have a good one. Bye bye.